The email lands in your inbox at 9:47 in the morning. It looks exactly like every other email your bank has ever sent you. The logo is right, the colors are right, the sender's name says Chase or Wells Fargo or whatever bank you use, and the message says your account has been locked due to suspicious activity and you need to verify your information immediately or your access will be permanently suspended. Your pulse jumps just a little. Your hand moves towards the mouse, and you almost click. What you almost didn't notice could have cost you everything. This is not a story about carelessness. It is not a story about being confused by technology. It is a story about how one of the most sophisticated psychological traps ever designed was pointed directly at you, and why almost anyone at any age would have responded exactly the same way. Here is how the trap actually works. The email you received is called a phishing email. That is, an email designed to look legitimate, so you will hand over your personal information without realizing it. The people who sent it did not guess your email address. They did not randomly pick you. In many cases, your email address was part of a data breach, a leak from a company you used years ago, that was sold on the black market to people who send millions of these messages every single day. The design was not an accident. Scammers download real bank logos, copy the exact fonts, match the colors to the pixel. According to the FBI's 2025 Internet Crime Report, phishing schemes are the single most reported type of cybercrime in the United States. Over 191,500 complaints in 1 year alone. The people running these operations are not amateurs. They are running what amounts to a professional business built entirely around manipulation. And the most important tool in their toolkit is not the fake logo. It is the word immediately. Your account will be locked. You must verify now. Respond within 24 hours or your access will be suspended permanently. That word now is not an accident. It is a precision instrument. Psychologists call this artificial urgency. It is a well-documented trigger for what researchers call the fight or flight response, the same biological reflex your brain uses when there is a physical threat. When you feel urgency, your brain shifts into reactive mode. You stop analyzing, you stop asking questions, you act. Dr. Robert Cialdini, whose decades of research on the psychology of influence became the foundation of a landmark 1984 book called Influence, identifies scarcity and urgency as two of the most reliable ways to bypass a person's rational decision-making. Scammers have known this for decades. This is not a flaw in your thinking. It is how human brains are wired. Every single one of us, shown a message that suggests our finances are at risk, experiences some version of that same reactive pull. That is not gullibility. That is biology. But now that you know how it works, you can catch it. Here are the exact signals that tell you the email is not real. The first red flag is a sender's address. The name in your inbox might say Chase Bank or your local credit union. But click or tap on the sender's name and look at the actual email address underneath it. A real bank email will always come from the bank's real domain, like noreply@chase.com. A scam email will have an address that looks almost right, but is slightly off, like alerts@chase-secure-verify.com or support@chasebank.net. The name can say anything. The address cannot lie the same way. Look at the address. The second red flag is the link. In a scam email, the button that says verify my account does not go to your bank's actual website. Hover your mouse over the link without clicking, or on a phone, press and hold on the link. The actual web address will appear. If it does not match your bank's real website exactly, do not click on it. Scammers use addresses like www.chasebanksecure.com or www.login-chase-account.net. Close enough to look real in a hurry, wrong enough to catch if you look carefully. The third red flag is the tone. Real banks do not threaten to permanently suspend your account in the first sentence of an email. They do not demand that you act within hours or everything will be lost. If an email is pushing you to panic and move fast, that urgency itself is the signal. Legitimate institutions give you time. Scammers cannot afford to let you think. Now here's the one action to take right now. Not a list of 5 things, just one step. Close the email. Do not click anything in it. Open a new browser tab and type your bank's web address directly, or call the number on the back of your physical debit or credit card and ask them whether anything is wrong with your account. That is it. Go directly to the source, never through the email. According to the AARP Fraud Watch Network, this one habit, verifying directly rather than through the message, is the single most effective behavior change for avoiding phishing loss. Not a special app, not a complex setting, just a pause and a direct call. The email landed in your inbox this morning and it looked exactly like it came from your bank. You almost clicked. And you would not have been wrong to feel the pull, because the people who sent it designed it with one purpose: to make you feel exactly that way in exactly that moment, so you would not stop to look twice. But you did look twice, and that is the difference. The next time that email arrives, and it will arrive, you will recognize it for what it is, not a message from your bank, a carefully engineered trap, and you will know exactly what to do. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing. Every Sunday and Wednesday, I break down real scams in plain English so you can stay informed and stay protected. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay one step ahead of scammers.